As usual, there will be a lot on the line tonight when Alabama and Georgia collide in the college football playoff national championship game. DraftKings contributor Julian Edlow is back to give us a little betting preview of this one. Starting with the quarterbacks here, dude, what's a QB prop you're looking at?
Yeah, both quarterbacks really aired it out in the SEC championship game, Stetson Bennett and Bryce Young. Bryce Young, the key for Alabama in that blowout win. So I'll look to get some plus money here. Alabama should have some trouble running the ball, as they did in the SEC championship game, as every team that Georgia has faced this season. The difference is the only reason Alabama was the team that was able to beat Georgia is because they could really air it out. So Bryce Young is plus 130 to throw over 2.5 passing touchdowns. I think that they're going to get it done through the air, so I will take some plus money on that with Bryce Young.
Okay, how about a running back or receiver prop that you like tonight?
Yeah, so I will go to the Georgia side here. Freshman tight end Brock Bowers has been terrific for the Bulldogs this season. Alabama's defense has some weaknesses in the secondary. Georgia, despite losing, exposed them in the SEC championship game. Bowers had 10 catches for over 130 yards. Brock Bowers over 69.5 receiving yards in this one. It's been bet up a few yards. But I think he needs to be a huge piece of the Bulldogs. Unless Georgia really dominates this game and just runs, which is what they would love. But I don't think it'll be that easy. I think Brock Bowers is going to have to be heavily involved. Okay,
you got a touchdown prop. Like, who are you confident? Who do you feel confident in actually scoring tonight?
Yeah, I don't love the touchdown props as much. I'll probably sprinkle elsewhere. I guess so. Bowers is minus 130. He did score against Bama in the SEC title game. I think he's going to be the key piece of Georgia's offense, and they won't be able to just run it all game and play this game as low scoring as they're going to want to. So Brock Bowers minus 130 to score a TD jumps out to me. I will say, like, Bryce Young has to be on the move in order for Bama to be successful, and he did run one in the SEC title game. He's plus 300 to score one. That one stands out a little bit. And then Jahleel Billingsley, the Alabama tight end, he's plus 330 to score anytime. No John Mechie, obviously, Alabama's wide receiver one. Georgia's going to be focused on those outside wide receivers. I think it could open up something for somebody like Billingsley on the inside there.
All right, what are we doing here with the total? Because right now, currently sitting at 52.5. Do you see it going over or under? Because the under here, 7-3 in Georgia's last 10 games overall.
Yeah, Georgia's an under team, but Alabama's going to speed these games up. The total pretty much goes with who you think is going to win. If Georgia wins, they're going to want to win this game 24-17, something like that, how they beat teams all season. If Alabama's going to win, it's going to look a lot like the SEC championship, except probably a little closer, and Georgia's going to have to start airing it out. So really, you're betting over if you like Bama and under if you like Georgia. I will say there's value technically as a sports bettor on the under in the SEC title game. This total was 48. Now it's up 4.5 points in the same matchup on a neutral field 5 weeks later without somebody like Mechie, who's one of the top offensive weapons. So strictly from a value standpoint, under would be the play. I would expect some sharp money to go there, but it's going to be a pass for me. I would rather bet the game on a side.
I mean, you can't deny the fact that Nick Saban and Alabama have been living rent-free here in Georgia's head. I'm going to get you out of here with this. We know Georgia is favored despite that loss in the SEC championship game. So who's taking it home tonight?
Yeah, again, there's only so much you can adjust it. It was 6.5 in the SEC title game. Alabama wins it, still on a neutral field, a rematch game, and Georgia was the best team all year. So Georgia has to be favored, but that does not mean it is right. Alabama has the better head coach. Alabama has the better quarterback, and Alabama's taking money on the money line. Like, Alabama as a dog is attractive. Nick Saban is an underdog as head coach of Alabama, 5-1 straight up. Roll Tide, Alabama gets it done. We're riding all the futures. We're taking Alabama money line. They're going to do it again.